And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we continue with DOOM Switcheroom. That's the 36 map megawatt. This is episode 1 map 6, Against the Processing. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Ultimate Doom platform. As always, we're playing on the ultra-violence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. There are 116 kills to be had. There are 6 secrets to find though. 33 items to pick up. I hope to be able to show you how to do all that. Well, let's start off with our trusty but not terribly effective pistol. And let's see if we can get the imp and the shotgunner to infight, because I do want that shotgun. I really do. There we go. Come on, imp, you can do it. There we go. So we know now what we do is we grab that shotgun, pick up a little bit more, and we take care of the others, specifically the shotgunners. Let's see if they can off each other. Maybe we can save some ammo that way. Now let's just run in, grab this ammo, but keep running through the wall because it's our first secret. Mega armor, a box of bullets, and more shotgun shells. So that's a pretty good thing to find at the beginning. Shotgunner in there in the middle tower. Imp behind me, obviously. And another imp in that tower and over here to the right. So we'll take care of them. Below will be at least one shotgunner. There it is. 1 imp and 3, or 4 I should say, specters. So why don't we just make our shots count from the superior overhead position. This is kind of like the Rock. We have a good vantage point here, so we can just go ahead and take care of the enemies below and make every shot count. There we go. So let's head down into the pit ourselves. There's an armor bonus here. Let's just pick it up. Another one over here. But first, we're just going to head to the right. We're going to grab, might as well shoot that in. We're going to grab these shells, but we're also going to get on the next secret, which are a couple of specters. That's not really the secret part. But there is a very nice supercharge in there. So why don't we go ahead and grab it? Yeah, that's pretty good. I guess we can just kind of drop down again. We're going to start off, though, on the left side this time. We're going to avoid those gunners down the way. We don't really quite have the range with the regular shotgun. We're going to head over here for the next secret. Shoot that gunner, and then these 2 imps. After you've tagged the secret, grab the rockets, but this peekaboo window will become actually a peekaboo window, and you can take care of a few of the shotgunners, but not nearly enough of them, and certainly not the ones down the way. So take your pot shots and move on. There's a pinky around the corner. Let's take care of it after picking up this wonderful ammo. And we'll go out this door. There are 3 shotgunners out here plus a pinky. So we'll go ahead and just pick up a few items, the 2 health bonuses, and there is a shotgunner and 2 imps, or 2 shotgunners and 1 imp, I guess, up there. Our next secret is just going to be beyond and to the right of these imps. Yeah, now we have the chain gun to use. We're not going to shoot at the imps right now because we'll be up there soon enough and we'll be able to get a close bead on them and save some ammo. Okay, now's a good time, I think, for the chain gun. There are a lot of enemies in this little room. Lots of shotgunners, a pinky, and a spectre. So let's go ahead and make the bullets count because there's a lot going on in that room. Pretty ugly, if you ask me. All right. And I'll pick up the ammo to replace that. All these health and armor bonuses plus all this ammo. So hit the switches. It will raise and lower things as we go. We'll head over here, grab these 2 armor bonuses plus the yellow key from the from these enemies that we took care of from below. And there are the 3 imps I was telling you about, or that we mentioned when we went to get the secret with the chain gun. So that's a much closer vantage point, so I'd rather take care of them from where I just did. Continuing now with map progression, we don't have the blue key. We can't press that switch yet. Maybe the chain gun at this point, because we've come across yet another box of chain gun ammo, which is nice. And now we can take care of those chain gunners around the corner. Shotgunners around the corner. Zombie men, shotgunners, and now a couple of imps, or 1 imp and a spectre, but I'll go back. Maybe I should leave those imps for later. Yeah, that probably makes more sense. Okay, grab these health bonuses. There are 3. And take care of the enemies below. There's a zombie man in there. So what's in there is a red red switch once we get the red key. That will be a yellow switch in there since we do have the yellow key. Once we've pressed both, this will open up. We can take this ledge to get a secret in there, which is a chain gun. A rocket launcher, which is definitely a welcome thing. So let's use the accumulated chain gun ammo because there are a lot of specters and a lot of imps here. Also picking up some rockets, but we haven't picked up the rocket launcher yet. So we'll continue to just kind of tap our way to clearing out the area. We'll get over there later when we have the red key. There's no point going over there now. Just go ahead and hit the switch. That's half the job done. Let's head back, though, with a little bit more map progression. We'll need to get the red key before we can continue along that path. This will open up only after we press that switch. Don't go much beyond the doorway. There are enemies, including shotgunners, to the left through that peekaboo window. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of try to get the jump on them. It's hard with so many down there, but you do your best. And this is kind of like an interesting area. There's like an unlimited amount of enemies here that like to congregate. The exit is just beyond, but they like to congregate there. There's a lot of them. So we're at a good vantage point with the shotgun or the chain gun to really do a lot of damage. But we'll come back for them. Back to the chain gun, I guess, because we're picking up more ammo. These armor bonuses take care of the imp. Now, as soon as we grab the red key, there will be enemies coming from behind us and in front. So we're going to try to take care of the shotgunner that's going to come from here. And this way we can go around the Pinky and the Spectre at the same time. So let's do that. And try to avoid, as like I did, much if any damage. So that's why I like to try to take care of the shotgunner first. Kind of clears a path to go around. Now don't leave this area even though you got the red key. Once this compartment opened up for the enemies in the trap, well, there are 2 armor bonuses in here. So if you just leave, you're not going to get your 100%, so don't forget to pick those up. All right, as you can hear, there are a lot more enemies that have congregated on this kind of like killer ledge. So let's let the enemies have at it. And we can just take our time and take care of them. There's probably a few more stragglers, and I guess we can pick them off as we go, but we're going to be heading over to that area after. The first thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to go back, and we're going to hit that switch so we can get the rocket launcher, which is also a secret. So let's head back down, armed with the red key, try to make our way quickly over the damaging floor, pick up the ammo, health if you need it, plus a couple of health bonuses. Yeah, as you can see, that's now lifted up, and the ledge is now open to go get that secret and the rocket launcher. Now, I'm not convinced we're going to use the rockets, if at all. Certainly not very much, but it's a secret, and it's always nice to have. So let's go ahead and tag that rocket launcher and the secret. More enemies have congregated here. I'm telling you, by the time we get over there, there's going to be very few enemies at all. All right, if we needed to get back because we forgot something, that's the switch to press. But we need to get over there, so we're going to press this switch. But we're going to grab the rad suit. We don't take any damage. There's going to be some imps across the way. Dispose of them. And then make your way across. Some strafe running, I guess. Armor if you need it. Go ahead and pick up the ammo and this blue key. We do need the blue key, of course. All right, let's head down here. This is the secret area that we already explored. That's where we picked up the box of rockets, or bullets rather, or shotgun shells, I should say, at the beginning. But there are a few areas left. There's a shotgunner to the left of this red door, which we'll get to soon. And there are some enemies down this way. There's partial invisibility, there's a few armor bonuses, and some enemies too. We'll head down there. Yeah, now we have the backpack, and also the chain gun. We can legitimately, a chainsaw rather, we can legitimately use that. So it looks like we have pretty well everything. There's a few enemy stragglers, I guess. So we'll head over there. We'll kind of like strafe run across the red, across the ditch in front of the red door, open up the red door, take care of that Spectre, and there should be another Spectre in here, which if you don't open the door, you won't be able to get it. And that should be it. A couple of rockets here, a couple of armor bonuses here with some ammo, but that should be all. Let's do our final count. Yes, all 116 kills, the 6 secrets, and all 33 items. You know what that means, indeed. We're done. And that's against the processing, episode 1, map 6 of Switcheroom. Fun map. I think if you just go ahead and make sure you collect the weapons and the ammo, you shouldn't have too much trouble, as long as you know the order of the map. And feel free to rewatch the video as many times as you like to get that order. I'm just kidding. I'm sure you'll just watch it as many times as you feel necessary. But if you did like the video, or if you did like the tips and tricks, or both, or some combination thereof, do hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.